mindset of being a strong woman, to the extent that at first, after childbirth, I found it hard to accept help from people. Even my mom, I felt like I was being, not like I was being a burden necessarily, but I felt like they didn't have to do all they were doing for me. I felt like it was too much. So, welcome to my vocal journal. If this is your first time of listening, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here. And I hope you sit back and just enjoy listening to my voice today. If you are a returning listener, welcome back. And I'm happy that you're back here once again. So let's do this. What are we talking about today? I'm talking about postpartum today. And the reason for this conversation today is mainly because of a lot of things I've seen online recently, and just from personal experience, I wanted to talk about what helped me through my postpartum phase, or what is helping me through this phase of my life. So first of all, I was on TikTok some days back, and I saw 17 diapers trending. And at first, I think I first of all saw people bashing this lady that had 70 diapers lying around the house, like different places in the house, some in the kitchen, in the bedroom, just in the living room, just lying everywhere around the house. And a lot of people came for her, how she is a careless mother, how she's not a caring mother, how she's neglecting the safety and health of her children, how she's dirty and all of that. And I later came across other mothers talking about how 17 diapers can come in different form. That's so the lady, it was 17 diapers lying around. But to other people, it might be dirty dishes lying around, dirty laundry lying around, the house is unkept, them being emotionally unstable, them crying all the time. That 17 diapers can just mean anything. And I could 100% relate. And it's so funny because I personally, at the start of postpartum, I personally had a lot of help. I mean, a lot of help. My mom was around, my mother-in-law was around at the beginning. So I had a lot of help. But then it was still not easy. You would think because there are other people there, it is going to be 100% easy. But trust me, it is not easy, because at the long run, it all still boils down to you. And I was exclusively breastfeeding. I wasn't combining any formula, and I was not even bottle feeding. So I wasn't pumping at any point for any other person to help in breastfeeding. Okay, so let's take it back from after I put to bed. So after I put to bed, I think I was in labor from like Friday night, from Saturday night till Sunday morning when I put to bed. And after I put to bed, I think the society, environment, and even family has shaped women to be strong. So they just expect women to be strong. And so you coming from such environment, such community, there's just this part of you that want to show forth your strong side. So despite me just pushing out a baby, I still didn't want people to think that I was weak. Because you know how they make it look like childbirth is normal? Everybody is doing it. So why do you want to give birth and not act like you have just done the impossible? So even despite pushing and all of those things, I wanted to like immediately get back to my feet, start walking around, start actively taking care of my baby. I just did it. At that point, I was not even just thinking, I was not even thinking of myself at that point. I just wanted to show this mindset of a strong woman. It just automatically took over. And I felt like I need to be strong in front of people. I need to show people that, yes, as much as every other person can do it, I have also done it and I am strong. I can take care of my baby. So immediately, after you put to bed, they would have to bring your baby for you to breastfeed so that the baby can latch and all of those things. I wanted to show that I have a hand on all of those things. I didn't even want to ask questions and all of that. I think after a day after, or was it even that? Okay, a day after, I had to do one or two things for my baby. I had to step out of the hospital room. In fact, it was a lot, and I found myself doing this. Like it was more like I was trying to prove a point, and I don't even know who I was trying to prove a point to, because every other person around me wanted to help. Everybody wanted to help, but there was this part of me that didn't want them to think that I needed the help, or there's just this part of me that wanted to show that I can do it. And a lot of people find themselves in this unnecessary circle after childbirth, and I won't blame them. I'd rather blame the society, because they make it look like you are not the first person that have done this. So why are you acting like you need all the help in the world, or you cannot if you cannot handle it, why do you give birth? But aside that, postpartum was easy, kinda. So after seeing that 17 diaper woman online, I think there's a difference between the Western community and we back here, because there's just this tradition, if I would say, where when a woman puts to bed, the mother or the mother-in-law comes around and help her. And not everybody are opportune to get proper help. For me, the kind of help I got, I was surprised. Okay, so I've not been around. I've not been around where people are actively helping others during childbirth. So I didn't know what to expect, the level of help to expect, to what extent the help to expect. But the kind of help I got me very surprised. Like, my mom was there, like I said, my mother-in-law was there. They literally took over everything. My mom beating my baby, cooking for me, serving me food. They just needed me to lie down, sit up, eat, breastfeed my baby, lie down, breastfeed my baby, eat. That was what I was doing at least the first 2 to 3 weeks after childbirth. And I finally got to accept their help, because I spoke to other friends that had put to bed, and they were like, relax. See, it is your time. Just relax. Relax and get as much help as you can. And that was what puts me in a very comfortable position that, okay, other people have received this kind of help. So it is normal. It is expected. Kinda. It's not like I was entitled, but I know that this is the kind of help that they render to new mothers. So that was why I finally relaxed and started accept. So I was literally just eating, breastfeeding my baby, sleeping when my baby is sleeping. And in fact, I was enjoying, because I keep saying, oh, sleep when the baby is sleeping. And I had to sleep when the baby is sleeping, because I had people taking care of every other thing. Other people, I see people saying, they say sleep when baby is sleeping, but who will take care of the house? Who will do the dishes? Who will do that? Who will cook? And I understand them, because if I sleep when my baby is sleeping, the other things that need to be done around the house, who would do it? Who? So, but because of the help I got, it made it easy. And now one would think it ends at that. I was also in a new space. I needed to navigate this new. See, help is needed after postpartum, no matter the kind of help. It is needed. So whenever you go visit a new mom, as much as possible, find a way you can help them. If you cannot help them physically, you can help them emotionally, mentally. God, the kind of community I had after I'd put to bed. I have friends, obviously, and thankfully I also have friends that are mothers that put to bed way before I did. So it was easy to speak to them, because they kind of understand what it's like to put to bed. So I had people that were there for me emotionally, or will I say mentally or psychologically. I had a physical help at home that were helping me with the things I needed to do around the house. And I had people that were helping me psychologically. So they will show up once in a while. How is it going? How is a baby? How are you faring? They just randomly call me, check up on me. Like I could literally laugh at them, express how I feel as a new mom. Oh, the baby is not sleeping. The baby is this. The baby, I'm not having enough rest. I had that. I had those people, which I am so grateful to God that they were there, because I didn't. I don't think it ends at the physical help alone. I had positive energy around me during the first few weeks, months after childbirth. I had positive energy. I had people that can easily just say, hey, this is my child, is doing this, is doing that, and they will all laugh at me, and they will randomly talk about things. I have people I could talk to about random things. I didn't have the space to let you know what they say, postpartum depression. I didn't have the space to let postpartum depression take over. Okay, so you know that you can. I'm not someone that would want to be on the phone all day or call or chat, and people that are my friends, I think they understand that, so they also give me that space. But then I didn't have physical friends because I'm in a place where a lot of my friends can't come. So I was just surrounded with my mom and my mother-in-law, and then my husband, and obviously the new baby. But then my friends online were good. I respect you if you are listening to this. I appreciate you. Maybe I've not said it straightforward that this is how your contribution helped me, but in all honesty, I'm glad that I had people I could talk to. I'm glad, because during the pregnancy phase, I didn't talk much about my pregnancy because I wanted to keep it personal. And it was just family that knew, and my sister, my OG, she knew about it. But then, after childbirth, everybody knew I'd given birth, so I was open to talk about pregnancy. So I had the opportunity to even express my pregnancy journey that I didn't talk about because I didn't want people to know. I also was talking about, I had the community. So when you see in fact, a pregnant woman, a new mom, they deserve respect. Even today, my partner was telling me, he still calls me his champ, or he still appreciates me because he was there. He was there from the beginning. He was there when the baby was coming out. He looked when the baby was coming out. He experienced as much as I did, even if not physically, but he saw everything. So I think till today he still appreciates that fact. So postpartum was, for me, a mixture of easy and not easy. It was, and the not easy is because it's totally a new experience for me. And I'm so grateful that I'm so grateful to God that my daughter kind of understands, if I would say like that, because she's very understanding. She didn't come out to be a crybaby. So I see videos of mothers 2 a.m., 3 a.m. with their babies, trying to make them sleep. I was thinking that, just imagine that is what happened to me, or what I had to go through. God, I don't know if I would have gone through that phase. I don't know. So I can't really say about mothers that had to go through that, because I didn't go through that. So, and I'm praying I don't go through that. I give them my respect, because if my own daughter wakes up like every 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours at night to feed, and after that she goes to bed almost immediately, or maybe if she's not in the mood, highest 30 minutes. I've not had to like walk around the house at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. trying to put her to bed. I don't think that's never happened. And even some days where she's refusing to sleep early, what I just do is I just sleep off and I hand her over to my mom. And my mom takes care of her because she's fed. What else do you want? If you don't want to sleep, okay, go to your grandma. As for me, I am going back to bed. So I didn't really have that issue of standing up, trying to make the baby go to bed. So it was quite easy. She's also not a crybaby. If you see her cry, it's either she's hungry, she's uncomfortable, or just something you can't predict. It's hard before you see her cry and you can't tell what is making her cry. So yeah, it's been a totally new experience. At 2 months, my mom left. My mother-in-law had already gone like a month ago. So it was not left with just me and my partner to take care of our baby. I think that's another phase of postpartum. But then it was no longer as hard because she was way past the newborn stage. I've had to take my time to learn and understand. And my partner is a very supportive person. So I was thinking that after all the mothers go back, I'll resume in quotes wifely duties. But then it's been a blend of support. I've not had to do a lot of things all by myself. I can say I'm actually a full-time housewife right now because I take care of my child full-time. My partner goes to work, but whenever he's home, in fact, I think sometime last week I had to burden, I say I had to burden myself with house chores because I felt like my partner is stressed from work, coming back home and taking care, forgetting I'm also taking care of the child full-time. But then he came back from work that weekend and he was like, whenever I am home, try as much as possible to rest. I will take charge of everything because if I am not in the house, you have to take charge of all these things. Is that not so sweet? So whenever he's home, I'm relaxing and just taking care of the baby. I'm feeding the baby, putting her to bed, pressing my phone. He has to take care of everything, like literally everything. The cooking, the cleaning, he takes care of most part of it. Because whenever he's not home, alone with the child, with no help, I have to take care of every other thing by myself. So postpartum has been quite interesting. Please, whenever you're trying to judge new mom, don't do it. It's not easy. It's not easy because your life literally revolves around the child. The child literally predicts how your day would go. So if the child wakes up and decides to be awake throughout the day, you have to be awake throughout the day and take care of that child. If the child decides to cry throughout the day, you have to be awake and suit to the child throughout the day. It's whatever the child wants, the child gets. If the child decides, I'm not going to bottle feed today, I need to take it directly from the source, you have to do it. So it's a whole lot. You have to bathe the child, burp the child, breastfeed the child. Just make sure the child is neat, the child is healthy, the child is well fed, the child is happy, the child is hitting their milestones because you have to assist at some point. Postpartum is not easy. As much as the pregnancy journey is not easy, the postpartum is not easy. Partners need to help one another. Friends need to help their friends that just give birth. Families need to come together and help new mother. Please, we should be kind out there. That is the word for today. Be kind to new mothers. Be kind to new mothers. And I pray that if you're getting married, get married to a supportive partner. Get married to have supportive friends that will only bring positive energy close to you. Because I don't think I would have managed well if I had negative energy around me. I don't think I would have managed. God, I don't know how to talk about my friends, but I experienced another level of friendship after I put to bed. I won't lie, another level of friendship after I had put to bed. I was happy with the kind of communication, the kind of support I was getting from my friends. I won't lie. And this is me saying I appreciate you. God bless you. So that is it for today. Until next time, this is my vocal journal. This is how I express myself to you. Just in case you want to know what's happening around me and around the world. Until next time, God loves you and I love you too. Bye.